ISAC Cook John getting out of The Beautiful and the Bold. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. B&B hint at some incredibly painful moments for Eric Forrester John Mook. When the effects of his terrible diagnosis start to pile up, the doctor informed Eric Forrester that he was living on borrowed time prior to the fashion presentation. It's unclear what Eric Forrester's true sickness is, but one thing is certain: he is dying in the soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful's. John Cook is well known. The father of the Forrester family joined the cast during the show's 1987 CBS premiere and has been a regular ever since. B&B would not exist without its patriarch Eric Forrester. However, it appears that the 79-year-old actor is prepared to step down from the daytime drama and pursue retirement. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. John McCook's Daytime Emmy. Over the years, John Cook had numerous Daytime Emmy Award nominations, but never won a prize. That all changed, though, in 2022 when McCook's portrayal of Eric Forrester led to his eventual win for Outstanding Lead Actor. Rumors on The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that McCook was eager to leave the show and spend his remaining years with his family after finally winning a Daytime Emmy. Why wouldn't Cook respond to the rumors that surround his departure from The Bold and the Beautiful? When he hasn't, he would be very reluctant to reveal any information that may reveal Eric's fate. B&B teasers: is Eric Forrester actually that ill? This week on B&B, Ridge Forrester Thorin Kate is reportedly going to call around and speak with doctors about getting his second opinion. All of this excitement might be in vain if the patriarch has a few more years left in him at Forrester Creations and has simply had a misdiagnosis. Fans of B&B, what do you think? Does Eric Forrester's story stop here, or do you believe there will be a turn of events and the patriarch makes a comeback this time? Please leave your comments below and return soon for more news updates and spoilers about The Bold and the Beautiful. Star of Hollyoaks Joe Trini talks about his mental health, saying he is not the same person and that he is struggling to adjust after COVID. In talking about his mental health, Joe Trini acknowledged that he is still finding it difficult to come to terms with the COVID-19 pandemic and how it has affected him personally. The 35-year-old former Hollyoaks star who portrayed Dennis Savage on the show claimed he had a hard time adjusting to life after the tight COVID lockdowns. He talked about having borderline personality disorder. PP then acknowledged that he is not the same person anymore, adding that he is waiting for the old me to turn up. BP is a disorder that affects the person's capacity to control their emotions, which can lead to increased impulsivity and negative self-perception. He remarked, "I still feel the most mental you could possibly be most days, especially at the moment." During his appearance on Lorraine on Tuesday, Joe Trini talked about his mental health and how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected him personally, acknowledging that he is still finding it difficult to cope. The 35-year-old former Hollyoaks star who portrayed Dennis Savage on the show claimed he had a hard time adjusting to life after the tight lockdowns. He talked about having borderline personality disorder and acknowledged that he is not the same person anymore, adding that he is waiting for the old me to turn up. BP is a disorder that affects a person's capacity to control their emotions, which can lead to increased impulsivity and negative self-perception. He stated, "I still feel the most mental you could possibly be most days, especially at the moment." When he appeared on Lorraine on Tuesday, "Ever since the lockdowns and other such events, I've been unable to adapt to the world. I believe that because I have changed, I am still having difficulties and in waiting for the previous version of myself to appear. However, I have remained where I was." Beverly Card of Coronation Street, who was co-starring in a pantomime of Sleeping Beauty with him, kindly informed him the new you was just as amazing as the old you. Joe has previously discussed how the developments during the COVID-19 crisis made life with BPD more challenging. Joe has previously gone up about his mental health in his book 10 Things I Hate About Me in September 2022. He disclosed to Lorraine that he was experiencing suicidal thoughts and that the world changing had made it more difficult for him to find reasons to stay alive every day. In addition to releasing humorous videos of himself dancing online to cheer up the country during the COVID-19 shutdown, Joe has also opened up about the challenges he faced. He clarified discussing his emotional state of mind, saying, "Every time I've considered suicide, it's always ended it. Never lasts more than 3 weeks, but it occasionally does. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update. Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and the Beautiful Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge requests Eric's clinical trial. Kelly calling Liam on the phone as he flashed back to Ridge, learning of Eric's grave condition, and then lying about who won the genuine fashion challenge. RG was uneasy. Ridge cheesed Donna Logan Jennifer Geis at the Forrester mansion for keeping him in the dark about Eric's illness. Eric didn't want sympathy, but Donna reassured Ridge and Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang that she wanted to tell them both. Rich said that this was about attempting to get some answers and save his father. So shortly after he, Brooke and Dawn went to see Dr. Colin Colby Justin Davis, despite Ridge's desire to discuss clinical trials or alternative treatments that could potentially save Eric's life. Dr. Colby maintained that no action could be taken since Ridge had expressed interest in seeing a different physician. Dr. Colby was ready to schedule any call or consultation with Ridge, but Dr. Colby had previously conferred with other specialists, and they were all in agreement with him. Dr. Col's best suggestion was for Ridge to just be there for Eric and to avoid wasting time. When Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Wood struck Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown in the eye at the Cliff House, John Finney Tanner Nolan believed that she had received the message, although Steffi had no intention of doing so. It was obvious that she didn't mind correcting Sheila following the babysitter's departure and the kids' release. Steffi and Finn had tack away with Hayes, Forrester, Finney and Alexander, and Chase Banks and Kelly Spencer. Sophia Paris McKinley. Kelly told Steffi and Finn that her father had said hello, which led them to believe that Kelly had spoken with Liam Spencer. Scott Clifton on the phone earlier, Kelly gushed about how pleased she was to be home after saying she couldn't wait to see Liam. Steffi and Finn had some quality time together after the kids went to bed. Despite acknowledging Sheila's unpredictable nature, Steffi was determined not to allow Sheila to keep her away from her family. In the end, Finn and Steffi made it clear how much they missed one another by being intimate in the bedroom. Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, who joined Lamb at Il Bardino, provided information on Steffi's return from Europe with the kids. Lamb claimed to have spoken with Kelly, who informed him that she and Hates were back in Los Angeles. Bill noticed that Liam's favorite girlfriend was back in town and asked him what he planned to do about it. Although Liam had been missing Steffi and Kelly terribly, he was also relieved to see them, even if he didn't believe it was a good idea for them to be there. While Sheila was still at large, Lamb said that Finn failed to inform Steffi about Sheila and Deacon Sharp's seeing canon courtship after he angrily attacked Sheila for being called mom and for being hugged. Lamb acknowledged that he made the decision to leave Steffi a voicemail after calling. Liam informed Bill that he could no longer suppress his feelings for Steffi. Liam insisted he could give Steffi a better, safer life than Finn could, even though he didn't want to upset her. On Tuesday's end episode back at Forrester Creations, Ridge recognized he should probably knock before he entered Eric's office going forward. While Eric acknowledged that he wasn't naive and that he occasionally would have to share his workplace, he still wanted it to be obvious that the chair belonged to him and that he wasn't going anywhere. While discussing the fashion challenge with Ridge, Brooke and RJ, Eric revealed how much he needed to win. Eric was overjoyed to be back at his workplace with the stapler that Lumen Nozawa Lisa Yamada recovered as if his life relied on it. Brooke interjected to assure Eric that he would never be lost or forgotten. Despite Eric's earlier suggestion that it appeared the stapler was forgotten and lost like him, Rich was very evident that both the individuals who loved Eric and the firm needed him. Rich reached out to hold Eric's hand after mentioning that he needed his father. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge will continue to work to make Eric's last few months as enjoyable as possible. Keep checking back for updates on any more surprises you may have in store.